Good late evening, YouTube. What's going on with you? I'm back for one last video. It's the post game show for tonight. I am not really a pre-game show for tonight. This is a post game for tonight. So let's get right into it. Remember, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up doodle. It's really important for this channel. If you come across this video and you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe notification, and if you want notifications every time I download a new video, click the bell icon. So here we go. We start off with Chicago at New Jersey. Entering the matchup, Chicago was 0-1-0 and no points. Home opener for New Jersey. First game for them. 11, 30, 30, and 7 and 45 points. This game went to extra period, and it was won by the Devils by a score of 4-3. Shots on goal were 29 for the Devils, 27 for Chicago, 24 saves for New Jersey, 25 for the Devils. Power play, the Devils were 0 for 2 on the power play, Chicago 2 for 5. Well, Chicago picks up a point, but it's their second loss. They have lost 2 in a row, but they got a point out of it. But for the Devils, they got their first win and their first 2 points. So we'll see what can happen. Anything can happen, especially with the young Jack Hughes. All right. Vancouver plays their second game of the year, and they travel to Philadelphia for Philadelphia's home opener. Going into the matchup, Vancouver was 0-0-1 with 1 point. And Philadelphia, like I said, this is their home opener and their season opener too. They started the season at home. So last season their record was 25, 23, and 8 and 58 points. After 65 minutes, folks, the game was tied 4-4. It had to go to a shootout. Results of that shootout were it went 2 rounds. Philadelphia went 0 for 2. Vancouver 2 for 2. Vancouver picks up the extra point. For the final score, Vancouver 5, Philadelphia 4. Shots on goal, Vancouver 39, Philadelphia 35. Yeah. Shots on goal, 31 for Vancouver, 35 for Philadelphia. Vancouver went 2 for 4 on the power play. Philadelphia went 1 for 3. So after last night's shootout loss, they win the shootout. So they got 3 points for the year. Philadelphia did pick up a point for this year, so we'll see what can happen going into the rest of the season. And finally, the nightcap. This was the game that I had to wait for before doing this report. Minnesota at Anaheim. This was Anaheim's home opener. Minnesota's first game of the season. Last season, they were 35, 16, and 5, 72 points. Anaheim entered the matchup was 1-0 and 2 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, and I thought this game was going to go in overtime because I was watching NHL.com. Final score was 2-1. Shots on goal were 43 for Minnesota, 29 for Anaheim. Saves 27 for Minnesota, 41 for Anaheim. Minnesota went 1 for 5 on the power play. Anaheim 1 for 5. So Minnesota picks up their first win. Anaheim picks up their first loss, but both teams got 2 points. So that's kind of great. So let's get into tomorrow's matchup and my picks. Because I have to work tomorrow, so let's same time get my picks in. Great. So grab the blue pen. And we get my picks in. Alright, starting off with Arizona at Buffalo. Arizona previously was 1-0 and no points. Buffalo, their home opener. And last season they were 15, 34, and 7 and 37 points. Both teams are fresh. You know what though? I think I'm going Buffalo. I think Buffalo will beat Arizona. Next, the Islanders at Florida. Islanders entering the matchup are 0-1 and 0, 0-1 and 0, no points. Florida 1-0 and 2 points. You know what? I'm gonna go Islanders on this one. I think the Islanders got a good chance of winning. Next is Dallas at Boston. Boston, their first game of the season, and their home opener. Entering the matchup, Dallas is 1-0 and 2 points. Last season, Boston was 33, 16, and 7 and 73 points. I'm going Boston. I think Boston has a good chance of beating Dallas. Another game of Canada. Toronto at home against Ottawa. So, is their home opener? Oh, this is not. This is their third game. All right, they're playing 3 games and already Ottawa playing their second. Entering the matchup, Ottawa is 1-0 and 2 points. Toronto 1-0 and 2 points. You know what? I'm gonna go Ottawa. I think with how they got is it Matt? No, Brady. Yeah, they got Brady back for 8 more years. We'll see what can happen. So I'm going Ottawa. Rangers and Montreal entering the matchup. Rangers were 1-1 and 1 and 1 point. Montreal 0-2 and 0 and no points. This is Montreal's second game, third game. And is it their home opener? Yeah, this is their home opener after 2 games on the road. I'm gonna go Montreal because I think they'll do good at home, and especially they're gonna reveal the new banner. Next is Vancouver at Detroit. Entering the matchup. Oh, there. I gotta write something for Vancouver. I want to change one little thing for Vancouver. I'll change it for Vancouver. Something on the sheet. Vancouver 1-0 and 3 points. Detroit is 0-1 and 1 point. I'm going Vancouver. I think Vancouver will keep the momentum going, so I'm going Vancouver. Next, Chicago at Pittsburgh. Marc-Andre Fleury takes on his first former team. He doesn't take on Vegas for a while, so. Enter the match at 0-1 and 1 point for Chicago. Pittsburgh 1-0 and 3 points. I'm going Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh will do it. Next, Toronto, Washington. Not Toronto, Tampa Bay. The defending Stanley champions at Washington. Tampa Bay is 1-1 and 0 and 2 points. Washington 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. You know what? I'm going Washington. I think Ovechkin and the Caps will do something against the champions. Next, Seattle on the road again in Columbus. Seattle entering the matchup is 1-1 and 0 and 2 points. Columbus is 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. I'm going Seattle. I think Seattle might win their second game. So, all right, folks. Tomorrow you're not going to see this jersey on. You're going to see the Blues jersey. You're going to see Blues jerseys tomorrow. Next, Carolina at Nashville. Nashville's starting going into the match at Carolina's 1-0 and 0 and 2 points. Nashville 0-1 and 0 and no points. You know what? I'm going Nashville. I think Nashville will do it. Next, the Blues in Colorado. First game for the Blues. Last season, they finished the season at 27, 20, and 9, and 63 points. Colorado entering the matchup is 1-0 and 2 points. I'm going Blues. I always will go Blues. I will never go against the Blues. I'm sorry. I got to go for the Blues. Next, Winnipeg at San Jose. Winnipeg's home opener. Entering the matchup, Winnipeg is 0-1 and 0 and 2 point. No points. There should be no points. Checking something here. Okay, that's the last. Okay, this is their second game. Wow. I don't see them again, so yeah, this is their second game. Tell you, this year the people at the NHL really messed up the schedule. Winnipeg is 0-1 and 0 and no points. San Jose, their home opener, they finished the season 21, 28, and 749 points. I'm going San Jose. I think San Jose. Going San Jose. Next, Calgary at Edmonton. Calgary, their first game of the season. Last season were 26, 27, and 355 points. Edmonton, their second game in their home opener with a record of 1-0-0 and 2 points. Calgary. Calgary has the fresh legs, so we'll see what can happen. And finally, Minnesota at LA. Minnesota entering the matchup is 1-0-0 and 2 points. LA 1-0-0 and 2 points. And I'm going LA because back-to-backs are tough, so that's all I'm going with. Alright, that'll do it for tonight. So we'll see what happens at the end of tomorrow. So that will do it for tonight. So, folks, as always, please stay safe. Take care. I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys later. Or actually, no, I'll probably be on later on for our pregame report when I get home. If not, um, rest assured, I'll have a postgame report. Actually, I'll have the postgame report for you tomorrow. If there are any early games, I'll give you a post cap on those games, kind of like how Shannon does with his when there are early games on the weekend. And I will be back for the rest of the night, later in the night, for a total recap of all the games played tomorrow night. So until then, see you.